Hey friends, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be cooking up my absolute favorite lasagna recipe ever. If you want to make something quick in about 30 minutes to wow your family, definitely stick around and check out this recipe. If you're new here, my name is Lauren. I do all things cooking, cleaning, and decor, and I would be so happy if you would subscribe to my channel. I'm a full-time working mom of 4, and I just love this little community we have here on YouTube, and I can't wait to have you join us. Let's get started. Okay guys, so here is another dinner we're gonna make. I'm gonna be doing a homemade lasagna. Okay, you're just gonna need some garlic and onions, mozzarella, Parmesan, a little ricotta cheese. I'm gonna be using these for lasagna. I just got this from Whole Foods. And then diced tomatoes. You can also use crushed as well. We're gonna crush these down just to give it like a little bit of a fresh made pasta sauce. And then this is just a fire roasted tomato and garlic. I like to mix all three when I make my sauce just because then I'm not adding sugar to this, but it's still getting like great cooked down flavors. And then you'll need some fresh parsley. I think I already said sausage. And we're gonna use a pound of sweet Italian sausage and then a pound of our beef. Got the ricotta, got this. I'm gonna add fennel seed. I don't know why, but I just love adding fennel seed to my lasagna. And then 21 Salute is like just a really simple Italian, I don't know, seasoning. It's got all kinds of good stuff in it. I like to use that versus just a regular Italian. Then you'll need 1 egg. And that's about it. We're gonna get this in the oven and just keep moving along with our day. Before we get started, I like to prep all of my ingredients. It helps me, especially when I'm doing homework with the kids in here and I'm running back and forth to make sure that my little guy isn't running out the front door. I like to have everything prepped and ready to go next to the stove. I'm going to be chopping up 1 onion and about 4 or 5 cloves of garlic. If you are new to my channel, girl, I would definitely go at your own pace with garlic. I love garlic, so I usually triple down on it. You probably could use about half of this amount, so I'll put a link down below in the comments so that you guys can get the recipe on my website at laurennicholsen.com, or you probably check this out on my Instagram at Mrs. Lauren Nicholson. So once you get all of your stuff prepped up, I'm using a Dutch oven. I love cooking in this. It's nice and deep. I'm going to be putting in 1 packet of ground beef and 1 packet of sweet Italian sausage. This is super yummy. Now, I like to tenderize it, so basically put a little bit of olive oil in the pan and then smash it up so that it really, really works well with the sauce and doesn't get super clumpy. So I really tenderize this and keep smashing it down until it's all broken up. Then I'm going to add our onions and garlic, and I'm going to stew this down for a little bit. So once your meat is fully cooked and everything's stewed down, we're going to add 1 can of diced or crushed tomatoes. I also like to smash this in so that when you're eating your lasagna, everything is super smooth and not clumpy. Then I'm going to add in a can of tomato paste. This is going to thicken up the wateriness from the diced tomato can. And then to bring in the sweetness and kind of the complex flavors of what would be a sauce, I should tell you, you can make this as any pasta sauce. Like you could actually throw this with noodles and just call it a day. This sauce is not just for lasagna. It's really any type of meat sauce. But anyway, so once I am done kind of mixing those together, then I like to add a can or a jar of real just pasta sauce, spaghetti sauce, because I feel like it really brings the flavors together. I'm going to add a little bit of fennel seed and the 21 Salute Italian seasoning to this, and I'm going to let this stew down for about 20 minutes. So now that our pasta and our pasta sauce are pretty much done, we're going to go ahead and start to prep the lasagna tray. Now I like to bring out my pasta sauce, my pasta, and everything I need right into the center island so I can build the layers. Everything is smelling so good. I wish you guys were in my kitchen right now smelling this. If you love lasagna as much as I do, definitely give this video a thumbs up and tell me in the comments down below. So before we get started, I need to make our ricotta cheese mixture. This is basically one of these ricotta cheese jars, and then I'm going to add 1 egg and some fresh parsley. Mix that up really nicely and then set that aside. I'm also going to add a dash of salt and pepper just to really infuse those flavors together. So to build your layers, you can actually do this any which way you would like. I suggest always starting with your meat sauce at the bottom, because if your oven gets too hot or for any reason you put the pasta down first, I always find sometimes it gets a little sticky down there. So this way it keeps the moisture going from the bottom of your lasagna all the way to the top, where we're going to make a nice Parmesan mozzarella crust. So to get started, we'll just put the meat sauce down, then we're going to layer out all of our lasagna pasta, then we're going to put the ricotta cheese and mozzarella, and then add the meat sauce again, and just keep layering this until you actually can't layer it anymore. Tell me in the comments down below if you are new to my channel, where you're from, and what your absolute go-to recipe is to wow anybody visiting your home. For the final layer, I like to add the ricotta, then a thick helping of the Parmesan and the mozzarella cheese to make a nice cheesy cap on the top. I really love the Parmesan because it's going to dry a lot harder than just, say, mozzarella. And then I'm going to add some of our fresh parsley to the top. Then I'm going to get some foil and I'm going to rub some garlic, or not garlic, I'm always thinking about garlic, girl. I'm going to rub some olive oil on here. I'm out of my olive oil spray, so I'm just going to use this as a simple way to actually get the olive oil on there. So when I bake it and I go to pull this off later, it's not going to bring all the cheese with it. You'll see that in a minute, how if you didn't have that, the cheese would just come right off. So now that our lasagna is done, I cannot wait to show you guys how amazing and simple this is to cut into and devour. It smells so good. But remember, see how the cheese doesn't stick to the top of the foil? You have to put the olive oil on top, and it really makes it so seamless when you're ready to serve. This cheese looks so good. I could absolutely eat this whole thing myself. So after about 20 minutes, I let my lasagna cool and it's ready to cut into. Now remember in the beginning of this recipe how I tenderized all the meat and made sure that the sauce was well incorporated? That's what's really nice about this. You'll see when I cut it and I take it out how the layers, it looks like those little pancake birthday cakes. It's so thin and perfect and just comes right out of the dish. Now, I did want to include this part because I do have 4 kids. We are a family of 6, and you guys are always asking me how I feed our big family, and I thought, well, I'll just show you how I plate everything and get it ready and on the table for dinner. So some sides that I had already on the table in the dining room were an Italian salad, and I also had some garlic bread, more garlic because I just love me some garlic, but I had all that on the table, and I like to add either vegetables or fruit, and since the kids were going to have the Italian salad, I thought it'd be nice to just add some apples to this. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I cannot wait to see you guys in my next video. If you are new, definitely tell us down in the comments down below who you are, where you're from, and what you love to cook most, and if you are returning girl, it's so good to see you. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.